Okay, memory's still fuzzy, but it's all coming back to me now. I was at this deli, best meatball sub on the Lower East Side. Bought one, but didn't get to eat it for some reason. Oh yeah, that old geezer who likes to collect people. Transported us to some battle dimension or what have you. I thought, here we go again. I remember helping Stretch build some kind of escape machine and hoping to get back to my sandwich before it got cold. But then the real boss showed up and all hell broke loose. I kid you not, he literally punched the universe and sent us flying into different dimensions. As my Aunt Petunia would say, what a revolting development! Now it's up to your blue-eyed idol of millions to sort this mess out. Whoever's in charge of this place, he's gonna pay for messing with me and my family. And he owes me a meatball sub with extra sauce, 'cause it's clobbering time.
Dear Mr. Essex, I hope this missive finds you well. I have read your correspondence, and your expressed enthusiasm about my work is much appreciated. It means a lot coming from a brilliant scientific intellect like yours. In regards to your question, I am indeed familiar with your theory of accelerated human mutation. Particularly impressive was your hypothesis about biologic parcels and their role in the transmission of information between generations. The theoretical groundwork is sound, and I would encourage you to pursue it further. However, I must urge you not to proceed with the proposed human vivisections. I believe that, as traits of a gentleman scientist go, moral compass is as important as deductive reasoning or field experience. I must also discourage you from experimenting on yourself, lest we risk losing one of our most promising minds. The role of scientist must be one of shining a light on the wonders of creation, excising from the human mind the twin monsters of ignorance and prejudice. We must not create more monsters, nor become one ourselves. Using the awesome powers of science for such practices seems to me, for lack of a better word, sinister. Yours sincerely obliged, Charles Darwin.
Sinister indeed, old man. But you had no idea how much.
T-1 day until the Contest of Champions grand opening. Despite some false starts, most elements are in place. Battle arenas, a large cache of ISO-8 and catalysts, even a brand new isosphere. The last piece of the puzzle is a functional champion roster. The Maestro has demanded a large amount of top-notch warriors from multiple realities, with little regard to logistics. Needless to say, one does not contradict a gamma-infused genocidal maniac. So I had to improvise. Not a perfect solution for the long run, but realistically, how long can this contest last? 6 months? Maybe a year? No one will ever notice.
All right, let's think. How did I get here? Oh yeah, I was on a hot date with a Hollywood starlet that shall remain unnamed. An old man approached us. At first I thought it was the valet, but surprise, it was yet another space lunatic looking for quick fame on the back of a hard-working superhero celebrity. Can't I just have a quiet Sunday night without some cosmic kidnapper interrupting my plans? Next I know, I'm in space with the rest of the Fantastic Four. I remember Ben getting really riled up about a stupid meatball sandwich. Let it go, will ya? What about my hot date? She's never gonna forgive me for leaving her all alone with the paparazzi. Needless to say, things just went downhill from there. A giant Hulk showed up, punched us into 4 different dimensions. And just my luck, I ended up stranded in my least favorite vacation spot in the whole multiverse, the Negative Zone. And right in the middle of Space Locust season. What are the chances of that? That can mean only one thing. It's time to flame on!
Human, you might believe yourself equal to my master. Worthy, perhaps, of a higher station in the universal hierarchy. You might even, from atop your primitive hubris, believe that your recent victory was more than a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of things. But you are wrong. There are many universes, many realities, and within these, many outcomes of your same misguided actions. To each universe where insects fell to Titan, there are many more where the universal scales are in balance. But I don't blame you for trying. You are animals, barely crawling out of the primordial mud. You don't know any better. You do not yet know the meaning of the dispassionate mercy my master brings to all living beings. But it matters not. All I need to do is to open the doors to any of the many universes coexisting in this battle realm, and your nightmare will be born anew. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now, it's here. Or should I say, Thanos is.
Keep your cool now. Recall the sequence of events. That morning was hectic. I dropped the kids at quantum physics camp, late again, then got temporarily sidetracked by the puppet master on the way to get parts for Reed's new anti-spectrometer. Then back to the Baxter. The rest of the 4 were away, so I was finally able to put my feet up for a couple hours. When my regular programming was interrupted by the Collector. That creepy old man with a galactic case of hoarding. There goes my me time, I thought. Turns out the Collector got the complete Fantastic Four set. Big mistake. Reunited, we quickly started working on an escape device. Ben and Johnny were bickering, as usual, and Reed was too distracted with the machines, so I was the only one to notice we'd been discovered. We were split, once again, this time into different dimensions. Instinctively, I held a force field up. I don't know if there's any oxygen in this place.
Hello, Susan.
Hi, Aunt May. Here's the postcards of my trip to Europe, like you asked. The trip so far has been a blast. Ned, MJ, and the rest are having a lot of fun. Even Flash is being nicer. Sometimes. Almost. Barely. I've been practicing my Italian, beyond ordering at Pepe's, and you know what? You're right. Pizza is the universal language. Thanks for insisting on me bringing my pajamas. The nights here can be quite chilly, and having some extra layers definitely helps. Wink, wink. Hey, May! You'll never guess who I ran into! Nick Fury! If you've never heard of him, that's because he's a spy. He's the spy. He's the director of a major government operation, and he needs my help. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that. Fury even shot Ned with a tranquilizer dart to avoid having his cover blown. Hi, Aunt May. Okay, the trip took another unexpected turn. Me, Fury, and that Mysterio guy got all sucked into a weird portal. And now we're in space. Well, not exactly, because we can still breathe. There's other spider people here, and we're supposed to fight each other? I think? I don't want to fight them, Aunt May. They seem like nice people. Anyway, I have no idea if there's a post office in this battle realm, so I'll keep these in my pocket until I can mail them to you. But it might take a while. It seems that I'm really far from home this time. Don't wish you were here, Peter.
Query. This one had finally escaped its troubled destiny, only to find himself stranded in unknown location. Surprisingly, while analyzing the local fauna, this one quickly requisitioned some self-friends to guide it through a battle realm. Database entry. Many new and intriguing examples of friend shapes became cataloged by this being. A furry short one, greeted with local ritual and intriguing gestures. And more intriguing still, this being is aware of the local nutrients. Realization. The bizarre friend taught this one self about the realm snacks. This one then found its power. Conclusion. This one likes the power. ISO makes Warlock overclock. The battle realm will make home for this one. For Warlock can be a powerful one here.
Yes, gentlemen. This creature's technology will benefit us greatly. Aguenta firme, meu amigo. Eu vou te ajudar.
The battle realm is under siege! Evildoers are wreaking havoc. Unchecked, these sinister fiends will corrupt every man, woman, and child into mindless servants of evil to aid them in reaching their nefarious goals of cosmic domination! But fret not, onlooker. From another dimension, our ever-vigilant hero springs into action! The ever-resolute trans-dimensional law enforcer Arcus will not stand by and let this unspeakable tyranny take place on his watch. With his faster-than-light reflexes and strength of 10 men, our steadfast hero makes short work of the sinister hordes. But even for one as tenacious as Arcus, all three diabolical villains combined prove to be too much for our noble champion to handle. Could this mean the end of the intangible vision? Alas, an unlikely hero is here to help conquer the day. Gifted by the Lord of Darkness himself, with psychic powers that strike fear into the very hearts of her prey, Clairvoyant, the Black Widow, has arrived in the nick of time to save the day and rescue the Vision from an untimely end. The two vigilant heroes, with their powers combined, quickly dispose of those devious devils and serve them a fist full of justice. Take heed, villains, and let this be a warning, for that anywhere evil lurks or scoundrels plot, your evil aspirations will come to an end at the hands of the heroes of the Contest of Champions!
Alchemax Core, Project Red Flower, Historical Research, Project Lead Dr. M. Faustus, Distribution strictly prohibited. 6000 BCE, first mentions of the mythical weapon known as the Bloodline. According to legend, the Bloodline was created by the Sumerian goddess Ereshkigal from a demon's spinal cord and feasted on the souls of human beings. 1750 BCE, early efforts are made to convert the Bloodline into a weapon of human war. Despite the attempts by diverse ancient warlords, the demonic energy remained too dangerous to be handled by mere mortals. But the allure of the demon sword was too strong. Throughout history, many heroes and kings tried to tame the demon within the blade, only to succumb to its power. 974 CE. Hassan, the Witch Queen of Languria, finally bends the bloodline to her will by encasing it with a magic-infused alloy. The Queen uses the new sword, now named Blut Dameron, to subjugate her own people. 998 CE. Queen Hassan is toppled by her subjects and her castle torched. The demon sword is found in the rubble and partially rebuilt by amateur bloodsmiths. It exchanges hands many times in the next centuries, always bringing misfortune to its owners. 1478 CE. The demon sword is acquired by an order of French monks skilled in the arts of mystical metal casting. They work on restoring it for the next 20 years, reinforcing the spells created by Queen Hassan and rechristening the blade La Fleur du Mal. 1680 CE. In the next 2 centuries, the sword changes shape and purpose with each new owner, while becoming ever thirstier for human blood. And it is in one of the bloodiest periods of European history that the demon sword starts its long association with the guillotine bloodline. By the end of World War II, the guillotines had learned to let the sword guide their hands as much as they guide it, creating a mysterious symbiosis with that fearsome lineage of warriors fueled by mystic energy. But now, 155 years later, modern technology is able to democratize this energy, removing it from the ancient monopoly of a single lineage and offering it to the whole world for a low price. Like a wise man once said, magic is only science we don't understand yet. Welcome to the future of warfare. Welcome to Guillotine 2099.
Starting mnemonic program. 240 seconds and counting. I remember being in my lab, frustrated by a broken hyperspatial equation. Years of work invalidated by a single rogue variable. Suddenly, I get a surprise visit by the Collector. His menagerie seemingly in short supply of failed human scientists. As my atoms shoot through space, I almost feel a sense of relief. Abducted by an elder of the universe. Great excuse for not facing my shortcomings. I'm teleported to the Collector's so-called BATTLEREALM. Readings indicate near maximum structural entropy. At this state, this place should be collapsing. Instead, it's being kept in an indefinite coma by a massive energy radiating from its core. The rest of the 4 are here as well. We break loose from the Collector and work on an improvised escape beacon. Ben and Johnny talk trivialities, trusting my plan will work, but I'm not sure. Escaping this place will demand sacrifice. Sue warns me of something, but I'm too distracted to react in time. She always complains I don't listen. We are forcefully split into 4 separate dimensions by a powerful concussive force. I crash land in what appears to be an accelerated time loop dimension. I theorized about these, but never thought I would experience one. I'm being painfully stretched through space-time, forced to repeatedly live my life in fast forward. New memories are erased each time cycle. Any science made here needs to be applied fast. 240 seconds. 4 minutes to solve the work of a lifetime. The beacon's battery is failing. I have only one chance to broadcast my signal in the right direction, but I need a coordinate. One rogue variable, lost in the vastness of the multiverse. The broken equation awaits back home, laughing at my utter and complete inadequacy. I'm sorry, Sue. I should have listened. Starting mnemonic program. 240 seconds and counting. First memory, frustrated by a broken hyperspatial equation. One missing number.
The great Reed Richards. ending his days like a lab rat in a multiversal maze. How ironic that his only chance of survival lies in the hands of Victor Von Doom.
I seek no wealth, no personal gain, no petty, paltry treasure your planet might possess. Instead, I crave the total energy of your hapless world. Energy without which I cannot survive. I have no wish to harm any who exist. But think you this. If your own life depended upon stepping on an anthill, you would not hesitate. It is lamentable, but since time immemorial, is it not always the ants who fall? Had I a herald to probe the universe for me, then many worlds such as this would I spare.
If such be my destiny, willingly do I accept it. My fate is of little consequence, if it can save the world that gave me birth.
So it shall be. Herald, prepare yourself. Prepare to be reborn. At the command of Galactus, you have fallen. And now, at my command once again, I bid you rise!